So, guys, let's now revise fundamentals of physical geography, first chapter, which is geography as a discipline. So, firstly, what is geography? Geography is just nothing but the description of Earth because geo means Earth and graphy means basically description. So, who coined this term first? It was by Eratosthenes, who is a Greek scholar. So, what else? So basically, geography attempts spatial synthesis while history attempts temporal synthesis. Also, geography influences historical events. There are many approaches to study geography. The first one is the systematic approach, and the second one is the regional approach. The systematic approach was introduced by Alexander von Humboldt. In this, we study the world as a whole and then the identification of typologies or spatial patterns is done. For example, if we want to study about natural vegetation, we'll first study the world as a whole and then we will identify the different types of typologies like equatorial rainforest, softwood conical forest, etc. Now, the second approach to study geography is the regional approach. This was introduced by a geographer who is called Carl Ritter. So, in this approach, we divide the world into different regions and then all the geographical phenomena in a particular region is then studied. Got it? Now, these are the two approaches to study geography. Now, moving on to the branches of geography. By which approach do you think we would arrive at the different branches of geography? Yes, you're right. The different branches of geography based on the systematic approach we will now love to discuss. So the first type is the physical geography. In this physical geography, we have many types. The first one is the geomorphology, which means the study of landforms, their evolution, and related processes. Next, we have climatology, which is nothing but study of the structure of atmosphere, weather, climate, and etc. And then we have hydrology, which is the study of water over the surface, that is oceans, lakes, rivers, and its effect on different life forms. And now, the next type is the soil geography, which is nothing but study of the processes of soil formation, soil types, etc. Now, the next branch of geography is the human geography. In this, there are various types. The first type is the social or cultural geography, which is nothing but the study of society and its spatial dynamics. And the second type is the population and settlement geography. And third type is the economic geography, which studies economic activities of people, including agriculture, industry, tourism. And the fourth type is the historical geography, which studies the historical processes through which that space gets organized. For example, every region must have undergone some historical experiences before it has attained the present day status. So, the geographical features also experience those temporal changes and these form the concerns of historical geography. Next, political geography. So, it looks at the space from the angle of political events. It studies boundaries, between neighboring political units, delimitation of constituencies, election scenario, and it develops a theoretical framework to understand the population, political behavior of the population. And the next branch of the geography is basically, you know, right, that there are three branches of geography. The first one is the physical geography. The second one is the human geography. And the third one is the biogeography. So, the interface between the physical geography and human geography, which are the previous two types of geography, has led to the biogeography. So, in this biogeography, we have four types. First is the plant geography. It studies the spatial pattern of natural vegetation. Next is the zoo geography. It studies the spatial patterns of animals. And next is the ecosystem or ecology. It studies the scientific study of habits, and next we have environmental geography. It studies the realization of the environmental problems. Okay, so now this was the different branches of geography based on the systematic approach. Now the different branches of geography based on the regional approach. The first is the regional studies or area studies, first branch. So it basically comprises of the macro, meso, and micro regional studies. And next is the regional planning. It comprises It comprises of country or rural and town or urban planning. Next is the regional development. Next is the regional analysis. So in this regional analysis, so we are done with these branches. Now there are two aspects which are common to every discipline. That is, first, it's the philosophy. What is the philosophy? It's basically geographical thought, and then land and human interaction. And the second aspect, which is common to every discipline, is the methods and the techniques. In this, there are four types of techniques. First is the cartography, including computer cartography. The second one is the quantitative techniques or statistical techniques. And the third one is the field survey methods. And the fourth one is the geoinformatics, comprising techniques such as remote sensing, GIS, GPS, etc. So, here ends the first chapter.